Hello my friends, today I'm going to teach you how to shop politely in Japanese even if you're a beginner. Alright, so whether you're in Japan already or coming to Japan to travel or you just love the language, these phrases are going to help you sound more polite and confident when you're shopping. So let's get started. And before we dive into our first phrase, my name is Sean and I teach Japanese for beginners who want to learn Japanese at a faster pace. So let's look at our first phrase. Our first phrase is これいくらですか?これいくらですか? Which means how much is this? We're asking the price here. これ means this and いくらですか is how much. So literally this how much, right? And pro tip is you can actually point at the item and say これいくらですか? Or even just いくらですか is fine. You don't need to say これいくらですか, right? But pro tip is when you point at something, don't point too strongly. Just do it softly, right? Point at it gently, so because in Japan, pointing at things isn't really a polite thing to do. So that's our first phrase. これいくらですか? So you're asking how much a thing is, and now you want to actually try it on. So our second phrase that we use here is 試着してもいいですか?試着してもいいですか? Which means may I try it on. 試着 is to put try it on. してもいいですか is may I do. So literally try it on, may I do. Alright? And a pro tip that we can use here is it's very commonly used in clothing stores. And a pro tip is say this in a very polite way, polite tone, and bow at the same time. So not only just saying 試着してもいいですか? If you bow as well, 試着してもいいですか? Or like show a t-shirt, 試着してもいいですか? That will sound more polite. So that's our second phrase. I personally see a lot of people at stores trying to communicate with people when they want to try it on, saying something like, may I try it on? Showing a t-shirt like this, or like a pair of jeans or something. And sorry guys, but in Japan, not a lot of people speak English yet. Japanese is mainly what 99.9% of the people speak. So if you want to avoid these kind of situations where you're asking if you want to try it on and they don't understand you, yeah, just get a notebook and get a pencil and let's learn our third phrase. Okay, phrase number 3. So phrase number 3 is 他の色ありますか? 他の色ありますか? This literally is other color do we have? 他 is other, color is 色, 色 is color, and ありますか is do we have? 他の色ありますか? The funny thing with this is you can actually replace the word 色 with size. 他のサイズありますか? And this means do we have a different size? So you can use the same format and switch the words, and this is the magical part of learning Japanese. You don't want to always just remember the words, guys. The pro tip that I want to give you is remember the sentence or the structure, and later you can switch the words. So that's another pro tip. And our next phrase, number 4, is something that I wouldn't personally do. So this might be something that you want to avoid. If you're at a big shopping mall, you want to avoid. If you're at a small private place, where a private owner is there, a small shop, you could also ask for a discount. Okay. もう少し安くなりますか? もう少し安くなりますか? Does it get cheap a little more? Can you make it a little cheaper? もう少し is a little bit, a little more. 安くなりますか is does it get cheap? Right? But like I said, don't do it at big shopping malls because in general, the price tag is the price. And in Japan, it's non-negotiable, unlike in other countries where you can just decrease the price. So I wouldn't do this all the time, but just so you know, I introduced this word. Our next phrase is レシートください. レシートください. Literally, receipt, please. Receipt, may I have. If you are shopping and you want to calculate what you bought, the amount of what you bought, the amount of money that you spent, you can also ask for a receipt. I personally never ask for receipts because I don't want to carry it, but I've met a lot of people who want to get receipts just so they know how much they spent. So if you're on a budget, yeah, this is another phrase that you can use. レシートをください. So those were 5 phrases that you can use when it comes to shopping in Japan. And please tell me, guys, which word do you want to use when you first come to Japan and shop? Please tell me down in the comments if there's any word that you want to use or never heard before. Please tell me in the comments. I can make more videos about these words. So please help me with that. And if this video helped you, gave you any value, please give it a like because I want this to spread around the world for people like you, beginners like you who are learning Japanese. All right, thanks again, guys. My name is Sean, and I teach Japanese for beginners. I'll talk to you in our next one. Bye-bye.